Kylie Kelce hadn't planned to trend that morning. She certainly hadn't planned to walk off national television. But by the time the studio doors swung open and she stepped outside, the world had already been watching, millions of viewers frozen in shock, waiting to understand what had really happened. If you're watching this, stay with me till the end. You'll feel every heartbeat of this story, and trust me, you won't forget it. And before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because stories like this, they deserve to be heard. The trouble began long before Kylie entered the Today with Jenna and Friends studio. She had barely slept the night before, her mind racing between the girls, school schedules, Jason being on the road, and a sudden wave of online rumors about her family that felt too personal, too sharp. She told herself it didn't matter. She had handled worse. She'd show up, smile, answer questions politely, and get home in time for lunch with her daughters. The backstage energy felt normal enough. Producers rushing around, makeup artists touching up final details, assistants checking their watches. Kylie sat quietly in the corner, palms pressed together, breathing through the nerves she wouldn't normally admit to having. A young intern approached timidly, handing her a glass of water. "I'm a big fan," the girl said. Her voice trembled slightly. "Just don't let them push you too hard today." Kylie blinked. "Push me?" The intern hesitated, as if she had already said too much, then disappeared into the chaos. When Kylie stepped onto the set, bright studio lights washed over her. Jenna greeted her with a smile, warm, easy, practiced. Cameras rolled. The interview started light, motherhood, charity work. Her viral clips in the stadium stands cheering for Jason. Kylie relaxed. She laughed. The audience softened. It felt good. But then the tone shifted. "So," Jenna began carefully, "there have been conversations online about your family, about you, about what people think you should be doing differently." A producer off camera leaned forward, eyes sharp, waiting. Kylie felt her stomach tighten. "I prefer not to give attention to rumors," she answered lightly, hoping they'd drop it. They didn't. One of Jenna's co-hosts jumped in. "But some say you're too outspoken, that you're overshadowing your husband, that you're using the spotlight." Kylie's breath caught. The words slammed into her, each one heavier than the last. The camera zoomed in. The audience leaned forward. It felt suddenly less like a conversation and more like a cornering. "I'm sorry," Kylie said, trying to steady her voice. "Are we talking about my life or the internet's version of it?" The co-host didn't back down. "People just want to know who the real Kylie Kelce is, the one behind the attention." For a moment, everything went still. Kylie felt the months of pressure, the criticism, the judgment, the impossible expectations rise inside her like a wave she could no longer hold back. Her eyes burned, not with tears, but with exhaustion. "The real me," she said quietly, "is a mother trying her best, a wife who loves her husband, a person who didn't ask for spotlight battles or online wars. I came here to talk, not to be dissected." A silence fell so thick it felt like another presence in the room. A producer signaled to Jenna. Jenna's smile faltered, but she pushed gently. "Kylie, we're live, maybe we can reset and—" "No," Kylie stood. Her heart pounded as she looked around the studio. "I won't sit here and pretend this is fine. I won't let anyone twist who I am or what I do." She took off her microphone, placed it calmly on the table, and said for the world to hear, "Respect isn't optional." Then she walked off the set. Gasps, whispering, cameras scrambling. Viewers across the country froze mid-sip of coffee. Outside the studio doors, Kylie leaned against the wall and finally exhaled. She wasn't angry, not really. She was tired. Tired of being strong every minute. Tired of pretending things didn't hurt when they did. The intern from earlier appeared again, breathless, holding out a tissue. "You didn't deserve that." Kylie smiled weakly. "Thank you, really." Someone else walked out a moment later, Jenna herself. The cameras weren't rolling now. The makeup lights were gone. It was just two women in a hallway where honesty didn't need to be packaged for television. "Kylie," Jenna said softly, "I'm sorry. That got out of hand. We pushed too far." Kylie nodded. "I know you have a show to run, but I have a life to protect." Jenna swallowed hard. "Can we make it right? Not for ratings. for humanity. And in that hallway something shifted. Two women, public figures, mothers, humans, stood face to face without the noise. They talked. They listened. They understood each other in ways that didn't make headlines, but mattered more than any broadcast. Minutes later, Kylie stepped back outside, her head high, her heart steady. Paparazzi shouted questions. Flashes burst like lightning, but she didn't flinch. She had reclaimed something far more important than a segment. She had reclaimed her voice.